Okay, so I know that's a strong statement to make, but I'm actually wondering if we all watch the same movie. Hi! Welcome back to another episode of watching me struggle to make half-decent videos. To be honest, I didn't know people didn't like this movie until I saw CinemaSins mention it and comparing it to Twilight. Okay, I could see some of the comparisons. Unfortunately, I was one of those people who saw Twilight when it just came out, but in my defense, it was actually because I thought it was going to be the next action film. Yeah, that didn't work out well. Anyways, the acting and chemistry between the two main characters are way better than Twilight. Plus, we get Nicholas Hoult. The guy's an excellent actor, and I enjoy everything he's in. Anyways, today we're gonna go through it, so strap in and enjoy the content. And as usual, thanks for stopping by, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Let's go! So the movie opens up with a zombified Nicholas Hoult having a conversation with himself.
I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people?
As you can see, the zombie apocalypse happened in this world and Nicholas Hoult is somehow still able to have thoughts. He doesn't remember anything, but he thinks his name starts with R.
It must have been so much better before, when everyone could express themselves and communicate their feelings.
Yeah, it was definitely better. While he's roaming the airport, we get introduced to these things called bonies. And apparently they can all get to that point someday, and there's no turning back from that point. So as of right now, they're not dead. They're just dead. Understand?
I'm lonely. I'm lost.
That makes two of us. While he's having this uncomfortable stare down with some zombie kids, he wonders if he's the only one who still has thoughts. Okay, I want to take this time to mention that I was curious to know why nobody mentioned the word zombies in their zombie films. Like if it was copyrighted or something. But it's to make the movie and characters feel like more believable in their own world. Like they don't know the term zombie, so like they wouldn't automatically know what to do in a situation like that. So we can actually like forgive them for making the stupidest of decisions. So anyways, R plays a record and just sits and contemplates life. You know, now that I think about it, he's really no different to an emo kid.
Because tonight will be
So that's his best friend. Anyways, they're able to actually talk to each other sometimes and like one or two words. And they say they're hungry. And it's time to head to the city where we meet the main survival group. And our lead female who's able to have more than one expression on her face.
Incapable of remorse.
Sound like anyone you know, Dad?
Well then, someone has daddy issues. So the human group sets out on a run, meanwhile the zombie group starts smelling them, so they head into the building.
Pear, let's bail.
We have orders, Jules. You're being paranoid, okay?
It's a zombie apocalypse. She has every right to be paranoid when she hears a sound. That's why you dead, sir, by R no less. And that was the day our boy became a man. It's beautiful. Anyways, R eats bro, and if you didn't guess it, Perry is, or I should say was, her boyfriend. He says he doesn't like to hurt people, so we'll give him a pass on it. And by the way, he says he likes to eat the brain because it makes him feel alive, because he gets their feelings, their memories, all that. Okay, look at that smile. Tell me you've never seen a cuter smile than that. Bella, whoo! Oh my god. Anyways, they run out of ammo and R approaches Julie, calling her by her name, but he realizes the other zombies can still smell her, so he rubs his body juices on her and tells her to come with him. I believe that's kidnapping, R.
I don't know what I'm doing. What's wrong with me?
Girls is wrong with you. It happens to the best of us. You can really see the terror on her face here. Can you imagine just getting carried by a zombie to who knows where in the middle of a bunch of zombies and you don't know if they'll attack you at any moment? Also, Bella, he takes her back to his emo den and tells her it's his home, but... Okay, look at this. They sell it really well here. Why was that so funny? Anyways, he tries to tell her he won't eat her and he wants to keep her safe. But she doesn't budge, so he leaves to give her some time alone. She can't escape though, because there's other zombies outside. Wow, that's tough.
Don't be creepy, don't be creepy, don't be creepy.
I've tried this. It still doesn't work. He gives her a blanket and tells her not to cry, but she asks him why he even bothered to save her. I mean, we know why, but he just ignores her question and plays one of his emo songs for her. And well, that makes her realize that he's not like other zombies. And we see his heart beats for the first time and just goes back dark. What happened to Don't Be Creepy? Anyway, she tells R that she's hungry and she wants food. And she says the magic words that make him jump up and go.
Please? Please?
Even as zombies, we still fall for it. I'm sure you guess she used that opportunity to leave, but her scent is so strong, she attracts a lot of zombies in a short amount of time. Is that Rick Grimes, Walking Dead confirmed in this universe? Actually, scratch that. They went off the rails.
Be dead. It's too much.
At least she tried, right? She gets her food and R gives her a beer, which makes her warm up to him a bit more. Well, this is going swimmingly.
You have a name? What is your name?
I want to die all over again.
I honestly don't think anybody could have played a better role than Nicholas Hoult in this. She nicely tells R that she wants to go home because she knows he can take her out just like he did to bring her in. But my boy R comes up with a few excuses to make us stay a few days more. Hey. This isn't good. So anyways, in order to kill some days, she goes on a joyride, lets R drive it, he crashes it, no surprise there. We're back in creepy mode. Do you not learn, R? I've tried this. It still doesn't work.
Stop trying, Shrugger.
That song's racist. She plays one of his records, and he looks so alive. It's beautiful. Montage time! His best friend hears the loud music playing from outside and gets suspicious. Well, it seems like his method is working because she opens up to R about her boyfriend and her problems she had with him. You know what they say about a shoulder to cry on. Anyways, jokes aside, she accepts that her boyfriend is gone and she was preparing for it for a while, so she more or less accepted it now. And my boy R sets the mood with the good indie music and connects with her heart. Wow. And while Julie is sleeping, R goes on another acid trip, but immediately regrets it because he sees himself kill himself. Meanwhile, Julie left again and she's surrounded by zombies. Did you not learn the first time?
It's been a few days, R. I have to go home.
I mean, he's been listening to you the entire time. Maybe start with that. So R and his best friend have a couples fight over Julie. They're actually using more words than usual. And they get interrupted by bonies, so they dip. Wow, them bonies got speed. They get cornered, but save at the last second from his BFF.
You okay?
Oh, I guess they made up now. They get cornered by a bunch of zombies and she holds his hand. Damn, those days work like a charm. Okay, so admittedly, this is where things start to get a little unrealistic. But you have to understand, we're seeing the journey through R from being a plain zombie with thoughts and a few words to actually making full sentences and moving a lot quicker than he used to. And seeing as it's possible with him, then why not the others? Maybe, just maybe, they had thoughts of their own and seeing one of their own actually connect and operate with a human maybe spark something in them for them to move.
Jeez. Here, take a picture.
That's actually very adorable.
Well, I was thinking, you know, you could sleep in there if you want.
Yes!
On the floor.
No! And like I said before, they have inner thoughts of their own and it's awakening something inside of them. And the bonies start sensing human qualities in them, I guess, because that's scary as hell.
These clothes are soaking still. I'm gonna lay them out to dry.
Holy shit.
I guess some parts of him aren't dead. She tells him she sees that he tries really hard, harder than anyone she knows to be human. Yikes, that must sting. It did, because he tells her that he was the one who killed Perry. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Anyways, he's been saying from the start that he couldn't sleep. You know, being dead and all. But he finally knocks out. Yeah, depression would be a good motivator for that. Not that I know anything about that. He wakes up and she's gone. F's in the chats, boys, we lost another one.
It's easier not to feel. Then I wouldn't have to feel like this.
Wait, how did my thoughts get into this movie's script?
You okay? No. Bitches, man.
Bros be bros even after death. So BFF tells R that the Bonies are out looking for him and her, and they chased him out because he's remembering and feeling things. And that gives R the motivation he needs to go back to her. He uses the entrance he saw in Perry's memories to get back into the fortress, and he tries to walk like a human to blend in.
I actually miss him.
And her friend gives the most appropriate response, to be honest.
Okay, but Julie, this is weird.
Right, so I think now is the best time to mention that CinemaSins mentioned that it was a Romeo and Juliet type movie, because her name is Julie and his name is R. But jokes on you, CinemaSins, that passed right over my head the many times I watched it. Even with a balcony scene, it didn't ring any bells. So I think they did a pretty good job with the subtlety of it. And anyways, balcony scenes aren't strictly Romeo and Juliet.
I actually missed you.
Yeah, there's no going back now, folks. Her friend hits R with a bunch of reasonable questions, but R tells them that he came to tell the folks that they can change. So sweet, I can see how that can go now. Hey! I'm a zombie. Again. Montage time. Again. When they see him for the first time, they're dumbfounded by his looks. So remember, folks, charming if you're hot, creepy if you're not. Meanwhile, there's a horde of Bonies running towards the city.
Say something human. Say something human. How are you?
Yeah, that usually helps me as well, R. So Julie tries to bring her dad to talk to him, but he's kind of caught up with the whole Bonies coming towards the town thing. But she still tries to explain, and well, he gives her a pretty good scolding. So R decides to step in, and it goes as well as you'd expect. So Julie's friend stops her dad from, well, blasting his brains out, and they leave. They go to R's friends, and there's a whole bunch of them, and before R could properly explain the situation, the Bonies show up and start chasing them. We have soldiers getting saved from the zombies and helping them. R and Julie still running. Soldiers being confused on who to shoot. R and Julie get cornered from the Bonies, so R uses himself as a meat shield when they drop into the water. Deadly red. We see his eyes and lips turn back into regular colors, and Julie goes on a speech about actually helping the zombies now rather than shooting them, and we see that R is actually bleeding. They've been mentioning throughout the movies that zombies don't bleed, and well, that makes everyone dumbfounded now.
Are you still bleeding?
Yes.
Good.
To be fair to the dad, he went from all corpses need to die to they can actually become human again, so that's a pretty reasonable response. R narrates that the zombies and humans join forces to get rid of the Bonies, and they kinda learn to just live again. We see Julie asking R if he remembers his name, but he says it doesn't matter and he's good with just being R. Take that, CinemaSins. Anyways, so that's the movie. Like I said, it was not as bad as everybody said it was. And I actually think that if this came out at a time where Twilight didn't exist, then it would have been received a lot better. Yeah, I can see some parts that you have to switch off your brain for, but I never said it was a perfect movie. And it was adorable seeing R just struggle his way to just try and win over Julie. Anyways, anyone with counter arguments, I'd love to hear any comments. And if you like this video, you can check out my other videos if you like, or even subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. Peace!